Hi, welcome to Jeff's 5 for June 11th, 2015. This week we're doing the Pride edition, so all 5 have something to do with Gay Pride Month. So let's go ahead and get started. In September, it will have been 5 years since Tyler Clementi committed suicide jumping off the George Washington Bridge as the result of being bullied while he was in college. His family, in the aftermath of that, set up a foundation whose goals are to help prevent bullying of all kinds. And they've just set up the Day One campaign, which goes out and asks for people to, on the day one of whatever it may be, whether it's school, starting a job, day one of a sports league, day one of whatever, to really go in and set the boundaries for what bullying means and what won't be tolerated in that setting. I think it's really critical that everybody kind of go and check this out. You can get information at day1campaign.com and bring that into your workplace, into your school. I think it's a really important program because it's really sad that 5 years on from his death that we're still talking about bullying, whether that's around sexual orientation, whether it's around race, around how you dress, how you behave, whatever. It's something that we really need as a country and a world to figure out how to put that behind us. And connected kind of with his anniversary of his passing and the Day One campaign, CBS Sunday Morning this past week ran an interview with his family, including his mother and father and his brother, who is also gay. Really compelling interview, not only as they talk about the formation of Day One, but also how some miscommunication even happened in their family. One of the things that really kind of opened my eyes a little bit to some of the dynamics that can go on is that his mother really felt that she'd reacted to his coming out well and had a good conversation with him about it, and yet Tyler had walked away from it with a completely different perception that it had gone horribly wrong. And it makes you wonder how much of that goes on in other families. So some really compelling video that I've linked to up in the eye icon up there, and I hope you'll check that out and hope you'll take the Day One pledge too. For the second year in a row, Playbill is out there in theaters across New York City and on Broadway and off-Broadway theaters with Pride editions of Playbills. This is a small sampling from the ones that I picked up during the month last year. They're back doing these again with the rainbow logo up top. They've also got a lot of content on their website as they celebrate 30 Days of Pride. There's a great interview that director and actor Joe Mantello did with the Normal Hearts' Larry Kramer. There's some great stuff up there from actors who are out in the business right now. So I encourage you to check that out. You can look at it all at playbill.com/pride. And up in the eye icon is a playlist that they put together last year of a lot of videos that they did, talking to different actors about different scenarios about being out in the business, about how their shows like Kinky Boots talk about gay pride. It's a really good video series. So I encourage you to check that out and go out and see a show, get your rainbow playbill. Coming out later this month, June 22, these actually start shipping, is Fearless, Portrait of LGBT Athletes by Jeff. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. Jeff Sheng, I believe is how you pronounce his last name. He spent over 5 years collecting these portraits of athletes, kind of using his own background from being a closeted high school athlete back in the 90s to put this together. Over 200 pictures of athletes that he shot, along with essays about how they've come out and how they've been received by their fellow teammates. Looks like a really compelling book from what I've seen as some publicity started coming out about it this week. I've already ordered my copy and encourage you to do the same because it'll help him continuing to reach out to these athletes, take their pictures, get their stories, and help spread the word so that other LGBT athletes who may be closeted can see the good things that can happen after they're able to come out. You can get more information on the book and the Fearless Project at fearlessproject.org. This week saw the release of Nike's Be True collection for this year. This collection of shirts, shorts, socks, shoes, with these wonderful pride colors spotlighting certain cities across the country this year. This all supports the LGBT Sports Coalition, so it could be a snazzy addition to your wardrobe for this year. It's supposed to be available all this month at Nike stores across the country. Plus, you can pick it up online at store.nike.com and just search for the keyword Be True, and you'll find this collection of apparel. The LGBT Sports Coalition is out there fighting for the rights of LGBT athletes. So it's a great organization that Nike supports, and you can support it by picking up some of this apparel. So I think the most important part of pride is pride in yourself. I'm proud of who I am and who I've become as an adult. Yes, I'm gay. It's one part of who I am. I'm also a writer, a husband. I'm a project manager. I'm a cyclist. I'm a musical theater fan. I'm a former hockey player. You could throw any number of things in there that makes up the mix of who I am. And I'm proud of all of it. And I think it's important that, as somebody who can not need to be closeted, that it's kind of my responsibility to be out there and proud of the person that I am. It could be a very quiet but powerful message to people around who may see the way that I am, but not, and just take it into their own lives as like an inspiration for what they can become. Whether that is that they're going to be out, maybe they're trying to become a writer or become a cyclist. I mean, there's any number of ways that can manifest itself. But I think it's really important for a Gay Pride Month this month, with the Supreme Court getting ready to make their decision. But on the other hand, you've got all these forces from the conservative right who just keep telling us that it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. And those of us who are in a position to be out and to be proud about it, we need to show that to the people who don't have that or who aren't in an environment where they can be out, and show them that it's possible to be out and have a good life and be successful and be happy, most of all, in life overall, rather than having to put on a facade because you're trying to keep your personal life under wraps. That's kind of what Pride means to me. So that's the 5 for this week. Hope you have a happy Pride Month. Check out the space below the video, either on YouTube or on the blog, for any links that you might have missed. You can also remember to check the iLink for all kinds of videos that I've stuck up there that kind of relate to what I talked about this week. And I will see you back here next week for another episode.